Hi everybody, I'm back. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So, welcome to the channel. This is a new channel. This is DMGI 2. I have been inspiring and guiding and doing divine angelic work for many, many years. Many years, my friends. Okay? But recently, I have been through utter hell. And my union, my union gets attacked a lot because my masculine is the bomb diggity. Okay? If you want to know the truth, he is amazing. That's the truth. We love him very much. I love him more than anybody. Okay? I don't care what anyone says. He knows who he is. Also, my masculine is not on YouTube. I don't think he's on YouTube. He's pretty awesome. So bear with me while I work a little bit on our ambience energy. I have some new pieces that I got at my favorite spot, which I won't mention because I don't mention my favorite spots unless I feel, that it's wise to do so. So this is going to be a divine feminine reading for a divine feminine who happens to be very, very popular. In the spotlight in some way, but I'm getting also very much in the role of a mother or a stepmother, okay? And this woman is pondering the future of a relationship in terms of commitment, in terms of possibilities, in terms of what is best for not only herself, others, things like that. And I've touched on this feminine energy before in readings. And I would think I was in group, or it was when I was doing my channel before, I'm not sure. So I'm picking up that it could be two feminines, two divine feminines. So popular, possibly, whatever it is, it's been stewing. There's been pondering so much, and I've picked up readings. I've picked up on it while listening to readings, and I've also picked up on it in my readings, and I've even talked about it in my groups when I pick up on these other unions. So these other unions are people who are top in their monad, meaning that there's just a lot more responsibility and a lot more people rely on their capabilities and their success. So you have some people under you that kind of rely on you in some way, spiritually or even actually, okay? So that said, we're going to do a divine feminine reading, and we're going to try and go deep. As long as I really don't run out of time or anything, we'll be good to go. And as long as there's no unplanned type of, interruptions, we should be good. Hopefully there's not too much noise in the background, because I do have a fan going and I have some air conditioning running on low. And I can't really help that. It helps me, actually. Not only, is it keeping me cool, but it helps me drown out the noise of the household. I do have kids. I live with my cat and my kids. My whole family's been here lately, and it's just been crazy, okay? And we just recently went through some loss, and I've been battling through some nasty separation and custody issues for a couple of years now, for like 3 solid, almost 4 years. 5 total if you count the whole breakup of the marriage I was in, the almost marriage. I was engaged. Anyway, long story. That was years ago. And I needed some more light on the situation. So the divine feminine energy I'm picking up on is definitely coming to me like a Blu-ray star-seeded energy. So that's somebody that's usually really, really into culture or music or healing. Okay, so a light worker in the highest sense. Also probably a very intuitive, so an Empress energy, of course. And I'll just say like a royal starseed, because I don't use tarot, so I'm going to try and refrain from using tarot dialogue too much. And when I do, I will specifically let you know which deck I mean. I usually mean Rider-Waite Tarot, the standard deck. That was the one I used to use for many, many years. And then I had an Archangel Michael Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue, which I really enjoyed that deck also. But I switched over to doing things that didn't involve any of the symbolism that I couldn't use for Sacred Akashika. For Sacred Akashika, I have to stay away from symbols because it's too much to channel. Angelic energy channelings can be very heavy, and I just learned my way around and what works for me in my collective. So I want to say to YouTube, go easy on me. I come in peace. If you've seen me speak openly on my page, and you've seen how I can be kind of like aggressive, a little bit of attitude and stuff like that, I do not intend to bring that energy to this channel. That energy works for that page for the purpose that it is on my Facebook page. And my life is not honky-dory, and I'll never pretend it is. But in courtesy of YouTube and gratitude toward YouTube and everyone on YouTube that may be in my collective of energies as I post onto my channel and reach others, just a courtesy to you, I want to make it a very positive, energetic environment, and I rebuke any energies of control, narcissism, bullying, gaslighting, any of those energies just get rebuked. We don't dwell on it. I don't intend to dwell on it here, okay? If I have an issue with someone via YouTube, and it becomes like I can't deal with it, I will just eliminate the comments. I have a group. I have a shop and a group, so people can always come join me in the group. Email me. I'm going to give you my text now number that I use just for work. People can text me. This is really DMGI. It's really me. For those of you that do know me, that find this channel, I am the Divine Mystic from Facebook, called Yeshua Princess, and then from there I started a Gaia group and started doing Gaia channelings and became known as Gaia the Sophia. So I was embodying and channeling Gaia, our planetary conscious, and I was channeling Holy Spirit energies and Gaia energies before I really knew what I was exactly doing. So the group really helped me, and I was in a few other development groups, and then I guess you could say I fell from my own grace. Maybe by accident, maybe it was part of my destiny. It felt very much like accident. And I went through this whole void experience, and I've kind of been proving myself to God. And not worrying about proving myself to my divine masculine, because I gave up hope of being with my twin flame and thought that I was resigned to be with a soulmate who was also on the twin flame journey. I was getting this guidance because I wasn't yet, I guess, adept at following my intuition on the twin flame journey. And I wasn't adept at dealing with clearing your spherical energies. I pretty much just was getting a spiritual push from the universe over and over and over from 2012 to 2014. And I thought I was being pushed into twin flame union, and I was, but the people who were showing up for me, because I knew I was going to be in a physical union, that was what my belief was, were false twin flames. It was very confusing. Well, I did eventually get the help, the twin flame help and guidance and assistance and everything, and was able to anchor in a lot of really awesome twin flame energies, and got some channelings under my belt, and just put that stuff all in a Facebook group and kind of blogged it out. And when I came to do my channel, especially once I discovered that I was going to be doing these sort of intense and high profile energies, I wanted it to be good. So much so that I pushed myself into a corner of insecurity and perfectionism. So I do that with things I really, really care about when I'm under too much stress. When I'm not under too much stress, I'm pretty down to earth about it. But I may obsess over every little thing and be hard on myself when I'm under a lot of stress. So my birthday just passed, and I was trying to be easy on myself and give myself a break. And I had some cupcakes, and I had the mocha drink that my kids got me, even though I've been staying away from those things and doing so good. It was my birthday, and I gave in, and I was already getting some flack from my collective about that. Then I got picked on by a fellow YouTuber who doesn't need to pick on me when he's doing so fabulous. Makes me really wonder when people look like they're doing so fabulous, but then they gotta come pick on me. It's like, I don't know. Maybe less is more. So let's just stick with that. But I'm already also paying with a big nasty pimple. I cannot get a pimple and not mess with it. That's been going on for 2 years. Every time I run out of essential oils, every time I run out of CBD, every time I have to get extra sage, I go get all the lavender I can get, and I even get lavender soap going and whatever. I pull out all the lavender to calm my energies and to ease my allergies, because I have severe allergies and very sensitive skin. This is why I'm so into the skincare products in my Synergy shop. That's what I've been like heavy focused on, is my skin. Because one, it's summertime, and that's when I have the most problems with my skin and my hair. And I'm right in the season where it hits me the most. Oh my gosh. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Give us a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, I hope you do. I hope you stick around, and I hope that I can be like a duck to water here on YouTube. Okay, I come in peace, I come in love and light, and I come in faith to YouTube. And I come to offer my gifts and abilities and energies to my collective for whoever it resonates, okay? So these are 1111 messages. We are looking at a divine feminine energy today. And I already described in the beginning of the video the divine feminine that I'm looking at. So we're going to look at her right here. And then over here we'll take a glance and a gander at her masculine energy. Okay? And it's going to be good. It's going to be great. Also, I'm giving away this deck of cards. This is new. I've only used it a little bit, and I decided that I just want to work with a few decks, no bigger cards. The bigger cards are really hard on my hands. Like, I just don't like it. I have small hands. But they're beautiful, and I was really drawn to them, but I want to give them away. I love doing giveaways, and I love switching out cards and giving away crystals cards, things like that. When I have them, I give away gift cards. When I have merch, I might give that away. When I have things that I've made that I can gift, I gift those things. I have just gotten started the past couple years, so bear with me. I'll do what I can when it comes to giveaways, but I love to do it. So we're going to give this one away as soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers. And in the meantime, I may add things to it to give away. Okay, so that's when we get to 1,000 subscribers. The other things that we're going to give away are going to be raffled away. As long as that is something that resonates with the collective. Okay, that will be things that I make or things that I purchase that I decide I want to put in the shop or give away. Okay, so the Synergy shop has over 2,000 products, okay? Just with CTFO products, the hemp and CBD alone, we have like 2,000 products in that companies worldwide, and then we have our essential oils, and I deal with any company that gives me 100% therapeutic essential oils. So I'm signed up with 2 major companies as an affiliate or as a distributor so that I could bring that to my collective and you could shop through my Synergy shop. And so I could use those products for the things that I make, because that reminds me. So since I messed with my pimple that I have on my chin, which I'm in my 40s, so I'm like, why do I have a pimple? But yeah, still getting pimples. So I have some Zum Rub. Zum Rub is made out of frankincense, myrrh, and coconut oil, and it is not an ointment, it is a balm. And someone said that I need to put ointment on my face, and I think it was the one that was being kind of a little overtish, covertish, bullyish. Anyway, frankincense and myrrh. So it's really amazing. I love it, love it, love it. I've been living where I live for a couple of years. I need to say this because I just went through some crazy stuff with these winter breakouts and this dry skin. And I'm like, I passed like a kidney stone recently. And like, it was like rough, okay? I was dehydrated. And when I got dehydrated, I ended up, my lips just kept re-dehydrating. Like every single thing I would get for my lips, I was trying everything. I was just trying like, just everything I could think of for the whole time I've lived here, really. And the only time I've ever gotten my lips to calm down when they start doing that, chapping and everything, is by using my essential oils and coconut oil and olive oil and avocado oil, things like that. I don't get to use the avocado oil very often, but I eat a lot of avocados, and I use coconut oil. But anyway, so I also anoint my oils and I bless oils and balms that I make myself. But this one I picked up at the store and it totally took care of my problem. And I just used it on my breakout. And since I mess with my breakout, like even in my sleep I probably messed with it. I cannot stand for something to be on my face. It like irritates the crap out of me. I don't even wear makeup because of my skin problems, and I really like it if my skin can breathe, like my chest, my face, and everything. I have really thick hair, and I over temperature easy, so I just like to be comfortable, you know. I've like a few other things going on, like musculoskeletal issues in my body. They're not major issues, but you know, just like my back and stuff. So I have to really just do whatever helps me. And I found that this is actually helping me with even my back and shoulders. I put some on my shoulders, and I make this stuff, so I know it's good. It's made of the same thing that I make. So I make my own rubs. I pick up things when I find them. I make my own scrubs. I made a cucumber scrub, sugar cucumber scrub, and then I compared it to the one that I bought at the store. I liked my own way better, loved it, and couldn't wait to start creating my own things. After I made just like 6 things, and I realized how much I could make with my stuff, I just poured myself in there. I was like, yeah, I'm going to learn this, and I'm going to learn it to the max. So I did. So I went as far as even like learning about the orgone. So we got our copper and our crystal quartz, and that's so important to me. I love it so much, and I love tiger's eye and turquoise. Okay, these things are like staples in my healing circle ministry, and just certain little crystals. I usually always have some goldstone, some peacock ore, some tiger's eye, some turquoise, which I do have a little bit of turquoise, and I have a tiny piece of tiger's eye, and then I don't even know what this is. I think this is tiger's eye, but it's some, I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I like it. And I got a few lately that I just don't really know what they are, but they're just so awesome and cool. And I love it. I had to get kind of a new thing going and got rid of some of the older stuff and redid what we were doing for the circle. I call it the circle, but it's the channel now because we have the channel. So we'll just call it this space. Now let's get on with the reading. Thank you for humoring me. There might be times where I rattle on like that. Please just fast forward if you really don't want to hear it. I will try not to do that too frequently, okay? But I had a lot I wanted to say, just to get us started, alright? Let me get this feminine reading going. So, what I was picking up with is that this feminine was just really focused on the future. It's really important. It's really, really important, okay? It was like really important. The future. How's it gonna go? What can we do? How, like, where's my guidance? And she was like a little bit swanny frantic. I don't know. Swanny frantic. I don't know. I'm just trying to describe the energy a little bit when I was picking up her energies. There was like other stuff going on too. So, and there was even another feminine coming through, whom I also could say she's equally focused on the future. And has a lot of people depending on her to make some choices and decisions and things like that. And I think I'm picking up these feminines so strongly because I'm in the same boat. I literally am in the same boat. I gotta make some decisions. Look, we got three right here. We need some miracle energy. We need some Holy Spirit energy. Oh my goodness, yes we do. Yes, we do. Look, and it's still there with our ace. Shoo! Ladies, 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 or gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen. Divine feminine energy is our focus in this reading. So we are going to lead with her. And we are going to look at divine feminine. What does Spirit have to tell her about the decisions she's trying to make at this time? About her future, or the future, and the stability of, I'm picking this up as the stability and livelihood of all involved. So I feel like there's children, there's family members and people, possibly you work with your spouse, or you do, maybe your spouse is as popular as you, like, and same thing in my union, my masculine, still don't think he realizes it, is very popular, Okay. I just don't think he realizes. And I don't think he realizes, look at this, that it's in our agreement that that popularity would be shifted over to our ministry, and that he does a lot of that, not me. Okay, like, I don't look at this. That's the truth. That's his mama saying, yep, that's my son, my emperor. And yes, he's the emperor, and yes, he takes charge. He can come off very arrogant and dominating sometimes to others. He doesn't usually come off that way to me. Okay? Not usually. But when I'm in trouble with the divine, like recently, I was like being edified. And I always pray for my edification. And I ask for my edification. I always want to know that what I'm saying is of the light and truth. Even if it's my own truth, sometimes it's not representing the light enough or correctly or in alignment. Just like I tell other people. So, they, you know, it's just how it goes. So I had to face a little bit of persecution, kind of answer for myself. And I've been now being targeted in public again. You know, we go through that apparently online and off. And it's just really not, it's a testament to how you're being an influence. And everybody's not going to like it. Everybody's not going to go away. Some people are going to try to linger. And some of them are low-key haters. Okay? But the more we are on our journeys and are raising our vibrations, the more and more that we can get outside of that. I call that our chronic energy. Okay? And I'm just not quite comfortable enough. Let me get a little bit more comfortable. I hope I'm talking loud enough, and I hope there's not too much background noise. I'm worried about how well this video is going to turn out, and I feel like I've been talking for a really long time. And I don't edit my videos, so please fast forward. Please give me a like if so far you feel resonant here. Subscribe as well if you feel resonant here. Okay? And if you just want to hang around and then see how you feel, because this is a new channel, you know, I understand, no problem. But please do leave a like, and I don't mind comments, especially if it's positive. I'm not looking for too much criticism. I pretty much have a collective that provides me all the edification that I need. So public edification and criticisms and judgments, you know, those fall in line with bullying to me, so I rebuke it when it happens. But I appreciate positive feedback. I especially like positive feedback when I'm doing anything new or whenever I'm approaching my collective and trying to help assist with their ascension, okay, or their unions. It's really as much feedback as possible. And please, I love you guys. Please leave that feedback in the comments. Okay, don't make me chase you, watch videos, and catch that feedback, you know, other ways. I like the feedback any way I can get it, but please leave it in the comments in some positive form. Okay? I love it when I have positive people in my comments who are encouraging other people to be positive, patient, and clear, concise, you know, come correct. and let me know what you need, and let me know how you're doing. I love to know how people are doing on their journey and what they need. And I do come and check the comments and conversate and things like that. I'll try to be, doing that regularly as possible for you guys. If you're leaving me the comments, if the comments are there, I'm there like swimwear. If it's trolling, let's just not do that. Let's rebuke that. Let's avoid that. Let's dodge that. Let's let that go. So we have some cards that are flying out. We must be pretty ready to do this reading. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirit. Okay, so I'm going to cut my deck and pull for this feminine. And I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a good reading. I'm just feeling it. It's going to be good. Oh, yeah. This one kept coming out. We got the Ace of... This would be the Ace of Wands, but it is my Ace of Clubs and my Jack. We have Sag. What you doing there, Mr. Sag? This is usually a Sagittarius or a fire energy, and he shows up a lot. This might be a younger male. And it's with this Ace of Wands, so it's like he's like very significant here. He is the focus. The focus is this Sag here. And yeah, he's standing on a lot that he's hoping for, that he's invested in, or possibly spiritually invested in, emotionally invested in, hopes, dreams, wishes, and he's letting past guilt and regrets. He's more apt to like let that go, okay? If there's been any past hurts, guilt, shame, regrets, if someone walked away in the past, or perhaps made the wrong choice, or, in some way feels guilty or shameful or regretful. That's what this card says to me. But it's about something emotional. It's usually a relationship or something. So we have 10 of diamonds. That's our... It's definitely a union card. Okay, this is success and prosperity in life and in career, so in marriage and in business. Apply it however. Looks good. And then here is more truth coming in to be expressed with the Eight of Swords. More that can free you. If you were feeling stuck, trapped, blocked, or stymied, or somehow, recently, or, this is the card of someone who's kind of gotten themselves enmeshed in something, but they're free now, but they haven't quite realized that they're free and they can walk away. They don't have to be... It could be choosing to be blind, or choosing not to see what things really mean around you when they're being shown to you through expression, like words, truths that are being shown to you, but maybe you're not seeing them, or ways out of something, or solutions that are being expressed to you around you, but you don't see it necessarily. And maybe even a little bit of victim mentality, or a habit of being in some sort of victim mentality that causes you to attract energy that makes you feel a little surrounded. You could be a little too focused on what others have to say in your situation. But at the same time, value, looking for any truth in what might be said. But you may not have to be that way or think that way. Let's keep going and see why we have that card, because this one will tell us more of why. Okay, so we have this card because it's the catalyst to dreams. Can we see? Yeah, we can see pretty good. The catalyst to your dreams. These are dreams that have to do with emotions. So it's all hearts here. So this could be your fears of a third-party situation. Maybe it's happened in the past, and that's where this guilt, shame, regret energy comes from, and this concern for your marriage and future here, and that's why your focus is on this masculine now at this time, because in the past there was a third party, maybe a third party entanglement. Someone is guilty, and it could be this masculine saying, I'm not the only one, who brought a third party into the union. That's his truth, and that's what he's saying. That's what he has to say. And what's funny about that is that this feminine is not focused on the third party that he brought into the union. She's focused on the third party energy that's always interfered in the past in her unions, in one form or another. So let's see what's more going on with that and why that looks like that. Yeah, somebody's holding on to these past entanglements in the union. Absolutely. Look at that. But it's time for a new beginning. It's time now. We're going to dive into this a little bit more. We're going to see who's holding on. Because it looks like the masculine is the one holding on. And not actually the feminine. So let's see. See why that is. This must have really hurt this masculine. This must have really hurt this third party situation. It really affected the union. Six of Hearts, There's our truth. There's our swift truth coming in as I say that really did hurt this masculine. It really did affect the union. It really did. So I think the feminine might need to acknowledge that any third party energy, no matter who's guilty, when it comes to a twin flame union, it's that, it's, first of all, they're not easy in any way, shape, or form. There's usually a lot of pressure, a lot of confusion, coming out of mind control, 3D thinking, breakthroughs in your spiritual energies require ascension, which requires breaking your own programming, okay? Breaking any programming, any false programming, and when you're still in your programming phases of your union where you're not quite there, you're still pulling each other out of density. Most unions do get third-party entanglements, but you're twin flames, and you have to brave through the fear, because when it comes to a twin flame union, the way your third-party karmic past and soulmate relationships have been mostly with narcissists, your twin flame can mirror for you without being a narcissist in your life, without gaslighting you, without those negative frequencies. And sometimes before you quite get there, there might be a little bit of the gaslight, there might be a little bit of narcissistic behavior, and there might be some third-party stuff. But it's expected that twin flames can rise above that. It's expected, okay? And then that's how we kind of get ourselves into troubles. We don't do the work. We don't understand how to let go. So for the masculine, we have the third-party energy still present very much on the spiritual plane, but maybe not so much in the physical. So let's look a little, let's keep going with that. Yeah, because he's over the conflict at this point. He's over the drama, but he's just still holding on to some of the past that's happened in the connection with his twin flame in his divine feminine union. Yeah, he's trying to see, he's reaching for resolution and fairness in the situation. He's thinking about communication or actually communicating in the spiritual or both. He's hoping for fairness. Yeah, we have 10 of Wands, so may feel like he's facing a battle. Wounded warrior. And he could just feel like a wounded warrior when it comes to his divine feminine because the situation is so unfair, and he gets stuck in some sort of victim mentality. Yeah, there's a blockage, there's a decision, he gets stuck somewhere when it comes to feeling wounded and victimized in the union. Yeah, that's kind of the truth of it there. And yeah. So it looks like the masculine is the one holding on here. Okay, he's the one holding on. It appears, yeah. He's holding on because of a Leo situation. This is a Leo card. Or a divine feminine who's a Leo, or an energy like a Leo. Maybe a Libra, maybe a Gemini, maybe a Cancer, but most likely a Leo energy. And a divine feminine who's more passionate, more creative, can be very focused. And he's communicating, you know, it's like maybe he was involved with the Leo energy, maybe someone in the third party energy came from a Leo energy. Maybe the feminine herself is this energy. I really couldn't say for sure, but we have he gets stuck making a decision because of this. And something blocks his communication. Stops him from communicating. It just stops him in his tracks. It's just like he has some sort of hang up about it. Well, let's find out why, because I just don't understand This comes up, yeah. It's about the compatibility. He just doesn't think they're compatible because maybe he's more drawn to, or thinks his feminine's more drawn to a different, a more, because this is a warm person. It's a warm person. And this is a wish card. So it's like he's wishing there wasn't a third party and there wasn't this conflict. He wishes something, he gets stuck on it, and he just wishes, and it makes him doubt the feminine, doubt the union, doubt the compatibility, doubt the possibility, something of that nature. Yeah. And he's just like, he wants true love. He wants, at this point, it looks like he wants a clean slate for the union, but the right communication has to happen. He wants a mutual response from his feminine, a warm response from his feminine. And he's afraid that he doesn't get that because of third-party energies. Because maybe in the past there has been a lot of third-party energy. That's what I'm getting. Maybe other people pull this feminine's energy a lot, and he wants her to focus on him. And he may need her to focus on him because look over here. He's needing communication just as much, you know. I mean, he wants to talk about the future too, but it's like, okay, but hold on, before we talk about the future, we need to, let's hash this out. Let's hash out like why the third party energy comes into the union, or maybe it's the feminine that's pointing out the third party energies. So I feel like he's just wishing for more warm communication from this feminine, and for more love and more of a compatible response, and he just thinks that the reason she doesn't get it is, or that he doesn't get it, is because of third-party interference. Third-party interference could be the people around them, it could be their jobs, it could be anything, and how you identify third-party energy, wow, getting a download. How you identify that energy that is preventing you from God. It's anything that keeps you from loving yourself or from God can qualify as a third party energy. And then from there you can look at that and go, okay, what's affecting my union? Because if it's affecting me and God, then it's affecting my union with my feminine or my masculine, or however you need to apply it, okay? So let's look at this a little more. We're going to use the Quantum Oracle now. Let's see how long we've been doing this. Oh my goodness, this is a long video. So I'm just going to pull the Quantum Oracle. Yeah, a loving woman. And kind of was in reverse, but we have new beginnings, and we have all these aces over here. This could be a child and a new beginning in the near future. Oh, it looks very good. It does look good. The cycle, it's a cycle of a new beginning, a rebirth cycle, possibly even a pregnancy or a birth. You might find out you're pregnant, or you might just now find out you're pregnant, or you might be pregnant, or you want to get pregnant. You wonder if you'll have more children. You're a very nurturing, loving woman. This energy it's very, very fertile and nurturing and loving to beautiful divine feminine energy. So I really don't know why the masculine's so hung up, but let's look at the masculine side. See what's going on here. Got this card coming out. Okay, present power, consciousness. So there might be some powerful communication happening from the masculine at this time. I'm feeling like, yeah, that's what it is. What's behind that is planning. He wants to plan. He wants to take action. He is planning actions. Planning some things happening. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Loving man. He may be planning something for his feminine. He wants to see some changes. He wants to make this transformation happen for his feminine, or he might be in a transformation, transforming sort of more into a softer, loving man, and planning to change. Because maybe in the past he's been this guy a little bit, and you know, but he just needs to know that his feminine has changed. He wants to see her make the change that she needs to make into being to this. Just to help her do that. Actually looks really good. Let's find out. This video needs to end. It's been long. So we're just gonna see like what we need to pray about here. I wanted to go deep, but like I can't. I don't know that I want to make a really long video right now. So okay. On the masculine side, there's fear and there's finding God, and on the feminine side, worship, anger, knowing the Holy Spirit, Sophia, church attendance. Okay, so this is what's going to help the feminine the most, really, is being with God, being with church, going to church, knowing God through the Holy Spirit, through wisdom, okay? And worshiping, so through faith, and this will help her with anger. Maybe there's some anger in the union. I feel like the anger is there, and it can be transmuted through faith, and it could come from, who knows where it's coming from, but it could come because of all this extra third-party energy that shows up here. Or you both could be learning lessons at this time. Being the catalyst for each other, okay? And that's what you should do as twin flames. Be each other's catalyst in a loving way. Love one another. That's a commandment straight from Jesus. And masculine looks like he's finding his way to God. He's got some fear of some form of fear. Fear of change. It looks like fear of change. Yeah. And, yeah. Just has some fear. Mostly it's fear of change. And maybe hopefully some healthy fear of God, but he might be resisting change, you know? He's fearful. He's resisting change and transformation. He might be worried about if his plans will go through, how it's going to affect his plans. So you're going to need to deal in the union with issues with faith in God and fear. And it looks like if you just take it to God, feminine, take it to God. And for the masculine, pray for him in, in that. And then masculine, if you're listening to the reading, of course, you need to pray about finding God. It's not that, I'm not insinuating that you haven't found God, but God could be speaking to you and you're not necessarily picking up on it, noticing it or something. So just going a little deeper within yourself and releasing this fear. We are still in the full moon energy, so you can still release this fear, okay? Give it to God. Do this in the evening or at night. Spend some time with Gaia and give some prayer to God and give your any anxieties or fears about the union. Just give it to God. That's my guidance, and it looks like there's a positive new beginning and a very positive, fertile future happening that you just need to be getting ready for and planning for your future. Communicating and planning. Masculine has fear about change and fear about the union and fear about communication, fear about the past. Feminine's mostly concerned about the past. The masculine's concerned about how fair things are, how just things are. He wants things to be just and fair and good. So that is the reading. Much love and light to you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, your prayers, your donations. Any of those things are all welcome and appreciated. Thank you again for if you listened to this long message, okay? Bye.